Trying to connect with a man emotionally may feel like mission impossible, but men are much more emotional than you may think. And the only way to build a lifelong, committed, loving relationship is to connect deeply with his emotions. Emotions are illogical, and it's important not to overcomplicate things. That's why I want to reveal 3 simple steps you can use today to begin building a deeper connection with the man in your life so you can experience more intimacy and more bonding. Stay tuned because I'm getting started in just a moment. Hi, I'm Jason Silver. I am the dating coach for ambitious women. On this channel, I reveal deep truths about men, attraction psychology, and how to be your best irresistible self to high-quality men. Click that red subscribe button and the little notification bell next to it so you don't miss any of my upcoming trainings. Now let's jump right into it. Number 1, make him feel like a hero. Men have a primal instinctive drive to be the hero. What does that mean? It means that we want to be seen as someone who can slay the dragon, who can protect you and provide for you. And that takes work. If men just waltz right into your world and are given your love, given your devotion and commitment right off the bat, and they don't earn the right for that love and commitment, they're wondering what is wrong here. I didn't have to be a hero. I didn't have to do anything. I just waltzed right in and this woman threw devotion and commitment at me. What's wrong? What's the picture here? Is there no other heroes walking in trying to slay this dragon? This dragon just laid down in front of me. There's no treasure on the other end. And that is why it is important for you to set standards. This is key. You don't just commit to any man before he shows you and invests in you and the relationship. Think about any valuable job. You know, these tech companies like Google, some of the toughest interview processes ever to get in. You can't imagine a guy waltzing in, just giving him the job. You're cute, you're hired. No, you are so much more valuable than that. The moment that you raise your standards and let the man know that he has to be his best self, what happens is deep inside, internally, emotionally, the man feels the call to action, the call to the hero's journey. He views you as someone like this high-value princess or queen that he has to fight for. That's why the first step is the most crucial. Setting those standards and making him show you and devote himself to you before you give yourself completely to him. I still feel that hero's journey in my day-to-day life, trying to be the hero to my wife, to my children. It's what wakes me up in the morning. It's what I think about at night. Any quality guy will be emotionally driven and compelled by that need to be the hero. Number 2, don't fill in the gaps with talking. Stop. Let there be silence. When we're nervous, we tend to talk more. And what happens is true emotional connection, true sensual tension is built in the silence. And when we get nervous and start talking, it just kills that attraction. It kills that deep emotional bonding that happens in between the things that we say when we're primally, energetically looking into one another's eyes. This is actually a very uncomfortable thing to do. And if you find yourself talking when you're nervous, this is something that needs to be practiced. There's a great exercise I call the eye contact exercise that you can practice today. If you're at the grocery store, if you're walking down the sidewalk around 15 to 25 feet, as you're approaching a guy who's walking toward you, try making eye contact. Don't say anything. Don't smile. Don't say hello. Just make eye contact. And don't be all shifty-eyed from one eye to the other. Just look at one of his eyes and see how long you can maintain that eye contact. The most difficult thing is when he looks up and he says, hey, or when he notices to himself, hey, this woman's looking at me. And that's when it's very easy to just look away. I'm looking at his eyes, busted. But at that point, try to maintain eye contact. This is where you build the muscle. This is where you practice. See if you can hold and maintain that eye contact where he's looking at you and you're looking at him for 1 second, for 2 seconds, for 3 seconds. You start building it up over time until you can confidently look at any man in those awkward moments and not feel weird. It's a process of desensitization, and it takes time. It's difficult. I had to do this myself. I felt super awkward. I was like the awkward fat kid, and whenever I would make eye contact with a woman, I'd be super insecure, and I'd look away. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's looking at me. That's okay. It might take months of practicing this until you can build up the confidence to sit with a man, looking at him at a date and just smiling and not having to say anything. It shows him that you're someone who's confident in yourself, and in those moments, you create more emotional bonding than you can ever imagine. Number 3, care about him. Sometimes the most powerful method is also the most simple. Just think about it. Think about a salesperson. Who do you want to buy from? Someone who cares about the sale or someone who cares about you? Think about your friends. Who do you want to spend time with? Someone who couldn't care less about what happens during the times that you're not with one another, or someone who truly cares about you and your success and your happiness? This applies to anyone in your life. Who do you enjoy spending time with? Who do you appreciate? The people who care for you. It's so simple. It's so fast. All you have to do to build a connection is just care. How do you do it? Well, don't try to make him yours. Don't try to just attract him. Ask yourself, what's best for both of us? What's best for him? Am I the right person for him? Think about that, flipping the script. I remember I was on a first phone call with a woman that I had met on online dating, and I really, really, really wanted to go out with this woman. She was super attractive. She seemed like a ton of fun, but I knew just from talking to her that we probably weren't a good fit. She was a party animal, and at the time I was a nerd. I liked to go to bed early. I liked to read. She was up late. She was going to the clubs, and I told her, I said, listen, I really want to go out with you. We're probably not a long-term fit because I'm a nerd and I like to go to bed early, but I'd still like to go out on a date with you. And she appreciated my honesty. And guess what happened? She became my matchmaker. She tried to set me up with people. I mean, how amazing is that? I showed her that I cared for her. I respected her. I was honest with her, and I cared. I didn't want to just take advantage of her. And guess what? I created an ally on my hero's journey. It's so simple and it's so powerful. Look for win-wins. Ask yourself, am I the right person for him? All you need to do to show him that you care is just get curious and genuinely care for him. Think about him like a close friend. How would you treat a close friend, and how would you want to be treated? That's the fastest way to build a deeper bond with a man. Once you begin to make your man a hero, he won't be able to get enough because you both will be on the hero's journey together. You won't kill that energy with too much talking. You're gonna leave just enough space to build that tension and keep the spark alive. You'll show him that you truly care through your genuine curiosity and your interest. He's going to feel like you're building a true partnership. You're building a kingdom together. And over the past 10 years, I've developed a coaching program to help you unleash the queen within. And this new approach helps you to create this hero's journey in your own life and in your partnerships with men. It guides you in building an emotional bond with those higher quality men. If you'd like to learn more about this new unique approach, just click the link beneath this video. I can't wait to see you over there. Be well.